Hello everyone, you are all welcome to lecture number 864, and today's topic is the industrial manufacture of special glass, special type of glasses. For example, one is called quartz glass, silica fused glass, silica glass, and the second one we may call it optical glass. Third one we may call it color glass, laminated glass, bulletproof glass, photochromic glass. So lot of these glasses are there, and they are manufactured for specific uses. For example, quartz glass is of very high quality. It is manufactured by pyrolysis of silicon dioxide, and that silica fused glass is also known, and it is transparent, thermally very stable, very high insulation. Then optical glass, when we are saying, it should be very uniform for light, and also it should allow very clear frequency of the light, because it is used for glasses, for reading glass. And this glass is of high quality. Then again, one glass that is called photochromic glass, where we are adding silver oxide in order to create the shade, so that ultraviolet light and other undesired radiation is filtered off. Some colored material, metallic oxide, is also added to produce colored glasses for our indoor beautification and ornamental purpose. Also, by mixing some plastic and rubber with different layer, we are producing bulletproof glasses or laminated glass, where we are making shade and color. So there are a lot of variety of glasses, so I will be giving one by one. So number one is quartz or fused silica glass, and it is of very good quality, because chemically it is very stable, and thermally it is also very stable. It is a very good insulator, and it is commonly known as quartz glass. It was formerly made by fusing pure silica, but was not obtained in transparent form. So from silica, once they were fusing and getting, it was not very transparent, and that's why they started pyrolysis of the tetrachloride. So it is now made by high temperature pyrolysis of silicon tetrachloride to get the transparent quartz glass. Number two, quartz glass is very resistant to thermally as well as chemically. So it's of very high quality. That's why in most of the cases, if they want to show that any article or any type of apparatus is very stable chemically and thermally, then they write it's quartz glass. Quartz glass means it is sure that thermally and chemically it is very stable. And the most important properties of quartz glasses are given here. A, it has low specific gravity, and that is 0.07. B, very low thermal expansion, that's why it acts very good insulator. C, it has highest annealing point, and that annealing point is 1965 Fahrenheit. That is height, that not in degree centigrade. It is degree Fahrenheit, that is almost, I can say, 700 to 800 degree centigrade. D, unusual chemical stability. It is very special type and unusual. It is very stable chemically. Some air or other oxides and some other acidic, atmospheric, experimental, environmental factors are not going to affect the glass transparency and its quality. And E, transparency to ultraviolet light. So it is very transparent even to ultraviolet light because of its low thermal expansion. Very low thermal expansion, because whatever heat is given, its expansion is very minimum, almost negligible. It is widely used in telescope mirror. So this quartz glass is widely used in telescope. Now second is, which is very important for our eye, that is called optical glass. So optical glass includes only those glasses with high homogeneity, uniformity, and highly it is homogeneous without any air bubble, without any impurity, and with high quality. It is called optical glass, and with special composition which have definite optical characteristic, very specific. They are generally containing phosphorus and lead silicate. So optical glasses are made up of phosphorus and lead silicate with little amount of cerium oxide, and cerium oxide plays very important role because cerium oxide is capable of absorbing ultraviolet light. And in general, optical glasses are soft and have low melting points. The important properties of optical glasses are as follows. A, absorbance of air bubbles. That is absence. There will not be any air bubble. They are totally free of air bubbles. 2, it has low viscosity. Viscosity is very low. That's why it's very clear. And C, no change on long annealing temperature. That is annealing point. D, capacity to sustain optical clarity. So these are all very important characteristic or properties of optical glasses. Number 3 is colored glass. The colored glasses are used for decoration, technical and scientific purpose. Colored glass can be prepared in pot furnace by batch material containing coloring agents. I have already discussed this, how different type of colors are produced when it is mixed with the batch material. And the color glasses are by batch material by adding coloring agents, and these coloring agents, they are inorganic metallic oxides. Colored glasses are of 3 types. First type is where color is produced by absorption of certain light frequencies. So there, first type of color glass is that it will absorb certain light, and that frequency light color is against, and the coloring against is NiO, that is nickel oxide. If it is present in that batch material, it will give brown color of that glass. So here I am discussing those 3 types of colored glasses. First type, I have already told you that the color is produced by the absorption of different wavelength and frequencies. And the second type is, the color is produced due to colloidal particle precipitates within the colorless glass. And for example, it is ruby glass, gold ruby glass, they are the best example. And the third type of colored glass where the color is produced due to microscopic or large particles which may be colored themselves. So here the color is produced due to small or microscopic particles. They are colored themselves, so glass will be colored. Second one, where the colloidal precipitate is found, and because of that ruby glass or gold ruby glass is produced, and first one because of the absorption of frequency of light. So with this I will stop. Thank you very much for watching the lecture.